What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger for y'all, my friends. Y'all know the vibes by now. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Y'all, I don't know if it's official because we haven't heard from Milaysia Fulwiley, but word on the street is the former South Carolina star, deemed a generational talent by Coach Don Staley while she was at South Carolina, is switching sides to LSU? I'm going to be honest, I did her top four that I thought, could be in play. I honestly did not think she would go to LSU. I didn't even think this was an option, y'all. Just because of the fact, I'm like, it seems like, one, she wants to run the show, run her own team, and be the focal point of the offense. LSU got Michaela Williams and Flau'jae Johnson, so that's not really going to be the case. How does she fit? How are y'all feeling? South Carolina fans were already reeling because she left. It was a shocker that she even entered the portal. But now, switching sides to the rival LSU, and then it kind of solidified it with this video right here where she is dancing to that Louisiana bounce. Like, that's pretty much, I mean, it's not official, but that's one of those, read between the lines type of messages right there. I'm just wondering, as far as like the fit, right? Is she going to be more of a point guard? Are she going there to make that Hailey Van Lith transition from combo guard, more of a scoring guard, to true point guard? Because that's the only thing that makes sense. When you got Flau'jae off ball, you got Michaela Williams, like, those are two ISO players that are going to have a lot of touches and a lot of shots. For Milaysia Fulwiley, I think the best bet is to kind of work on the playmaking and really hone in on running a team, because that's going to make her more valuable in the WNBA. But right now, she is a scorer. She's made questionable decisions, man. As talented and as exciting as she is, she's made questionable decisions with the basketball, man. Tough shot selection. She's kind of still learning how to be efficient, be more poised. Can you trust her with the keys right now? I don't know, but me personally, at the moment, I'm going to bet on Milaysia Fulwiley. And this is a big addition for LSU, man. They're still in the running for Sarah Williams. They had her on campus, but a perimeter backcourt with Flau'jae, Michaela Williams, and now potentially Milaysia Fulwiley. I mean, this is just adding all types of crazy fuel to the fire, man. Like, this is a rivalry for real at this point. And it's not just it's on the court, of course, but it just got personal, man. You have Milaysia Fulwiley, who you won with, you went to battle with, won a championship with, and she jumped sides to LSU, like, out of everywhere. And people were saying, oh, she had to go to an Under Armour school because she's signed by Curry Brand. But the thing is, people said the same thing about Hailey Van Lith last season when I was like, LSU is the move. And she still wore the Adidas, so that obviously didn't come into play. She went to a Nike school, 2 Nike schools at that. But Milaysia Fulwiley, I did not see this coming. What is she bringing? We know she's super talented. She saved them against Maryland. She has the potential to completely take over games. But the consistency is the thing. When she's on, she's on. Consistency, though. And two, with Miracle Shepherd also entering the transfer portal, it's definitely seeming like she got the news that Milaysia Fulwiley is coming to town and minutes are going to be limited. They still have a very talented recruiting class coming in, but it's only one basketball. Like, I'm guessing the NIL deal, LSU, man, got like 3 of the top earners with Angel Reese. When she was there, Livy Dunn is killing the game for gymnastics. Flau'jae worth over $1 million. Like, LSU is definitely offering bags, and you can really maximize your brand there at a school like that. And you're staying in the SEC. I get that part of it, and you're still potentially competing for a championship. Because Sarah Williams go there, I say LSU is definitely a top 3 team without a doubt. They got to land Sarah Williams, but you still got Kate Koval. So even if they don't land Sarah Williams, I still got them in my top 5. But if I'm South Carolina, I'm feeling a type of way. And a lot of fans have been in the comments really trashing Fulwiley. Now, let's not underestimate the loss of her talent. She's a talented player, but South Carolina upgraded. Tanaya Laston is providing a scorer that can get a bucket at any time, a closer. When the shot clock is breaking down, when the offense is scrambling and you need to get a bucket, like Tanaya Laston is that. Consistently at that. And so I do think they upgraded. I do want to see South Carolina now at this point, like Gianna Neepkins is must get. You must land her at this point. Like, this is crucial at this point because everybody's loading up and you need another shooter. They land Neepkins, and I think South Carolina returns the most talented team in the country. They're going to be deeper than UConn right now. But on the other end, man, LSU, if there is one coach that can manage a lot of egos at the level of Don Staley and manage a talented group and make sure that, the guards succeed, Kim Mulkey will figure this thing out. But for me, if you're looking to be that star player, if you're looking to be that number one option, you're not going to a team like LSU that has two of the best guards, ball dominant guards in the country. Like, the only way this works, in my opinion, for Milaysia Fulwiley to really reach her full potential is her becoming more efficient as a point guard and really honing on running a team, running the show, like getting those assists up. Maybe that's the plan. It did not work with Haley Van Lith, but I will say, Milaysia Fulwiley, I think, definitely has more upside, but LSU is tough, man. It's tough. Like, I don't know the fit. LSU fans, though, man, salute to y'all. Once it's official, you got a really talented player with a lot of upside. And when she's on, she's one of the most unguardable players in the country. Like, this is no hate, but we also got to be realistic. Like, I don't know. I feel like the plan is to have her be the point guard. It's the only way this works. It's the only way this works, man, because the fact of the matter is she's not going to be a 20-point scorer at LSU. She's not, man. It's just you've got two established players that are really ball-dominant guards that aren't elite playmakers. Flau'jae is a solid playmaker, but she's not at that level yet to where she is going to be your main primary ball handler running the offense. Like, you want Flau'jae out in space. In transition, they're going to be deadly in transition, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be showtime. It's going to be exciting, but they have to really figure it out the right way. They have to really unlock Milaysia Fulwiley. The biggest thing is going to be consistency. And are the minutes going to be there, man? Because this recruiting class for LSU, other than Grace Knox, they're all guards. And you still have Jada Richard there, too, who honestly earned her stripes this year and proved that she can be that point guard for you. Milaysia Fulwiley's obviously not going there to come off the bench. So I feel like the only way this works is if she is the point guard for this group. Is she capable? I think all the talent in the world is there. Is she a point guard right now? A lead playmaker right now? Can you trust her with the keys to be efficient? That will be the question, man. But this is big news, man. This has been the craziest transfer portal we've seen in women's college hoops, bro. Like, it is absolutely nuts. And the SEC lost a lot of players, but they brought in a lot of players and they kept a lot of players too, man. And the fact of the matter too, if I'm South Carolina, like, I just want to say this personally. I support Lay. I support all these college athletes and any athlete or anybody in general that thinks they are making the best decision for you. But this feels like when KD turned his back on Russ and went to the Warriors after they lost to him. Like, bro, if I'm South Carolina, if I went to war with you, of course I want the best for you as my sister. But, bro, that's cold. Like, I'm feeling some type of way, though. Like, I'm cutting ties. And just me personally, I'm cutting ties. Like, dead. What, like Eric Thomas said, you dead to me on this court. Like, ain't no way, bro. How you go and switch sides like that? You could have went anywhere. Even if you stayed in conference, you could have, or, stayed in South Carolina, you could have went to Clemson. Championships are obviously a priority for her, but it seems like if you're leaving to be the one, like, LSU the move doesn't make sense to me. Right, like, off the bat. If your main priority was to, be a 20-point scorer, get all the shots you want, have the ball, get active. So it's obviously NIL had a part in it, but also on top of that, she still wants to compete for championships. But there's still a potential that unless there's some guarantee, she could still be coming off the bench. So there's got to be something in place. Like, why would you leave South Carolina where you're getting minutes and, you know, you're getting shots? It's inconsistent minutes. Are you going to get that 30 minutes a game at LSU, though? Like, the backcourt, I feel like, is more crowded at LSU than it is at South Carolina. Maybe, you know, she's a junior. She's got 2 years. Maybe this is a move for the future, too. Maybe she's thinking beyond this year when, you know, you lose Flage. But, like, that LSU backcourt is crazy crowded. Like, they just brought in 3 of the top guards in the country. I knew something was up when Miracle Shepherd left, and she's definitely got a free ride last year. But then I haven't seen any news on Kaylin Gilbert transferring. So it's like, bro, that backcourt at LSU is going to be crowded. I do think Milaysia Fulwiley personally is better than every guard on that roster right now today than Flage Johnson and Michaela Williams, like, you know. But I don't know, man. I'm excited to see how it works out. But that's cold, bro. That is cold. Like, man, I respect she did what's best for her, but if I'm South Carolina, man, genuinely as a human being, somebody that you went to war with, joining the other side, as far as wins, they ain't beat them in a while. But as far as rivalry, putting sparks in, and this, Kim Mulkey and Don Staley have said this is a rivalry. It's more like Auburn and Alabama, where Auburn be getting spanked, but it's still a very good game, exciting. It's one you circle on the calendar every year, though. And we're talking about 2 premier programs that have won championships in the last 2-3 years. But this? Oh, man. If this rivalry didn't even need any more fuel, even after the DJ disrespected them and got suspended playing Flage's dad's song, like, this is already in the fight, the brawl, like, this, though, I mean, golly, it is savage out here, bro. That bag had to be crazy. I'm just shocked. I did not see the fit at LSU unless she makes the transition to a full-time point guard. I just did not see that being an option, man. But yeah, we're here now. We're here, y'all, and I'm just still reflecting and taking it in. I'm on vacation right now, but this is emergency talk. You know, I ain't been on my phone, but I happened to get an update, and I saw it, and I was like, man, let me look into this. Let me check in. And y'all give me y'all reactions in the comments, man, because this is absolutely, but I'm shocked. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, and holler at me, man. Let me know how we doing. Both sides, LSU, South Carolina, just basketball fans in general. Let me know how y'all feeling about this news, man. That's a wrap for us. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff, and join our memberships. We got exclusive content daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, until next time, of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV, and we out.